Yeah. So here we are. We are live, streaming now. I'm going to events, and we are live, but not yet official because it's 11:29. There's Forever Oakland. The title of this show, beautifully, is hey, we got a thumbs up already. Forever Oakland Raiders Godfather Griz show for 8/7/2017. The stream is good. You on the watch page.
Yeah, man.
And there's the watch page. And so now I can go right back over. Hey, Citron has been sitting. And there's the watch page. And so now I can put this on mute so I don't hear me twice. And there's Griz in the center. And I'll put that Griz there. And you got it. And I'm putting this over here. Hey, Karen. We got the crew. We're starting unofficially. The unofficial start, folks. The screen is set. Forever Oakland is set. Hey, Citron. Hey, Barry Lee. Hey, Karen. Hey, John Marks. John Marks is here. Go Raiders is here. Everybody, I guess, saw the promotion then, right? And you got the notifications, right? Is that right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So we've got 12 watching, 13 watching. The numbers going up. And as the Godfather does that, I'm going to go right here on Twitter. It is now 11:30. And so Barry Lee says yes. I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Hey, Barry, if you tweet it out, please tweet Oakland, please. Hashtag Oakland, I should say. Hashtag Oakland would be fantastic. And while you tweet hashtag Oakland, I'm going to tweet hashtag NFL, hashtag Oakland Raiders, like that. And hashtag Raiders. And boom. There goes that. And we go back to the Godfather. And Joshua Stevens is here. Say hello to hey, everybody. Say hello.
From Alaska. What's up, Joshua? It's good to have you, man.
Tony Piling. Hennessy is here, who changed his name from Maniac 5900 to Hennessy, so there's no confusion with the other Maniac. Thank you.
Yeah.
And hello, Joshua. And again, hello, John Marks. And hello, everybody. Godfather, how you doing?
Good evening to your worldwide viewing audience. The Godfather is better than ever. How's all your audience doing, Zenny? How you guys doing out there?
I'm great. They're great. They're here. And everybody is, hey, anybody on Facebook, if you are hearing this and you're on Facebook right now, please take a link and put it on your Facebook with a hashtag live stream. Hashtag live stream, okay? Thank you. And in fact, I'm going to do that on Twitter, hashtag live stream, to make sure we get the full enchilada, if you will. How you like that? The full enchilada. The full enchilada.
Yes, it's all enough with us, man.
That's right. There it is. We got that. We got the full enchilada. Okay, Godfather?
Hey.
The platform and the show is yours. Give us some knowledge, my man.
Well, it's just been an interesting last couple of weeks, interesting last couple of months. You know, we've added dimensions to this movement. We've got more people involved from their heart. And thanks to Zenny62, thanks to the Oakland A's, thanks to the Forever Oakland specific core staff, thanks to my partner, Ray Bobbitt, thanks to all of our supporters. More coming out of the woodwork right now, and we like to utilize the Zenny62 show as a way to pump things up, get the emotion going, for all of us to stay connected. Until we get to see each other physically, we have some things upcoming that we're going to be having some hands-on experiences with everybody. So we are excited.
Hey, and I'm excited for you. You've got now how many baseball games? Is it?
Thus far, we've done 4 games with the Oakland A's. We have one left, Game 5 promo, on Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. And the beauty of this one game is the weekend before that, we're hosting our 3-night, 4-day tailgate, which is the Make Oakland Better Charity Festival, which starts on Thursday, September 14th through Black Sunday, September 17th. And what that is it's a tradition by the NFL's finest, the 6-6 Mob Forever Oakland, where all the charities will help year-round. They use that one weekend, or a lot of them do, to all come together as one. So we work with different ones throughout the year. We do different types of charities throughout the year and during the football season. We're year-round. But this one weekend, we honor all of them. And as we honor them, the businesses that help purchase game day tickets for our 5-game promo, or Game 5, on September 23rd, the week after Make Oakland Better Charity Festival, we want to give those tickets out to the charities that are setting up with us for a Make Oakland Better Charity Festival. This will be the first of a kind. So we're excited about the Game 5 promo. We're excited about our home opening weekend. This is where people from all around the world come to the largest outdoor international venue, Ma Valley, the corner of 66th Avenue and Coliseum Way. So we're just excited about what we're getting into right now. And for all of our supporters, we look forward to seeing some of you.
What did you do last weekend? Because I saw on Facebook photographs with a guy with a giant beard. And,
actually, we're fortunate that some of our staff, they do events at the Coliseum. And when they do events at the Coliseum, if I'm available, they call me, I come over, I help them a little bit. So the Coliseum had some great energy coming through this past weekend. They had Green Day. Green Day are big-time program supporters with ties to Brooklyn. Oh, yeah, man, that's great. And then we had Banda. Banda is a Mexican band that's kind of El Salvadorian. And KMEL Presents was there yesterday. So while that's all going on, you know, we have local taco trucks that show up and people that make pupusas. So, and then we have these fruit cups, the best in East Oakland. But to cap it all off, one of our own 6'6" mobsters, who's part of the Northwest Boosters Club of Seattle, Jeff Schimmel and his lovely Evelyn, they did a surprise attack. They didn't tell anybody. They came to Napa this past weekend. They let us know last minute, and Jeff met the Godfather of Ma Valley last night. We actually had some of Oakland's finest come through, OPD. And you know what the first question they asked, Eddie? They asked, how is Jim Quinn doing?
Wow.
We're like, whoa. So these guys are paying attention to our citizen-driven initiative. So to engulf and to put it all together, this past weekend was special on Ma Valley and having Oakland, especially as we're getting into the preseason. The first preseason home game will be a week from Friday on August 19th. We'll be entertaining many people. So it's exciting time in Oakland. That's why we say breathe Oakland, something special here.
Hennessy says, respect to you, Godfather. The Rolling 100 is here. John Marks is here. And Go Raiders is here. And Hennessy says, respect to you, Godfather. That type of passion will never be duplicated in Las Vegas. And, you know.
Hey, may the mob be with you.
Yes. And, hey, Godfather, curious.
Yes.
Don't you think it's rather ironic that Oakland law enforcement asked about Jim Quinn?
Well,
that's cool. That's cool. I think that's cool, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we all know there's a lot of things going on in Oakland that are good and some that are not so good right now. But there's a lot of things going on. And in every circle has people, every circle of Oakland has people that support Forever Oakland.
Yeah.
So we got friends in every department, in the fire department, and OPD. First and foremost, when Oakland's finest shows up on Ma Valley, to do it because they want to ask us if everything's okay.
Yeah.
They do it because they respect all the many years of work we put in the community, and they support making Oakland better. Number two, a lot of people locally are aware of our citizen-driven initiative of exploring our options of obtaining the top 2 antitrust lawyers in the United States. So they follow up on that, like a lot of you on the Zenny62 show.
Yeah.
So that was like, you know, when those things happen that are meant to be, and it reminds you you're supposed to be doing this.
Right.
That was a sign that we're supposed to continue to do this.
Again, to me, I think of, you ever watch the TV show Law and Order, right?
A little bit. That's not my thing, but a little bit.
Yeah. You got the law in terms of the police on the one side, on your side, and then you got the order, the attorneys on your side. That's what I was thinking. You got law and order. I just thought that was
very good analogy. Right? Right in the middle of all that was Ma Valley, Forever Oakland.
Exactly. It's an
interesting combination.
Yeah, Griz was like, where's Griz is thinking, he's thinking, where am I going with this?
No. You know, we're out of box. I mean, Zenny62, Godfather, Griz, Forever Oakland. We have a lot of diversity, multicultural. We have a lot of different entities you'd never think that support us, and that's what we do out here. That's how we get down in Oakland. And that's how worldwide supporters, when they come, they experience that. That's how they got involved with us. So that's just growing. We love it.
You got top cops and top lawyers on our side. You can't beat that.
Yes.
Man. That's when you know it's a winner. Okay, that's it. That's really is. Now, Raider Hernandez says hello.
Top supporters.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Say again.
We have top-notch supporters on your show.
Absolutely. And Raider Hernandez says hello. Eric Madison says hello. Silver and Black Oak is here. Says keep it up, Griz. And we've got Go Raiders as well. And Rick Rice is in the house as well. Guess who just walked in? Crawford 371 along with Tony Piling, Anthony Piling, as we also call him. And we've getting got a house here. We got a house here for Forever Oakland and Godfather, the auction. You want to tell them about how they can get those great hats?
Oh, no, I mean, we have all kinds of things. We haven't even started to talk about the auction. We have a lot that's been donated so far. These hats, though, they're a hot item right now, because if you're a pro Oakland supporter and you love all things Oakland, obviously we're Oakland Raiders for life. Not fans, we're Oakland Raiders for life. And that's what we're doing with this identity. And we support the Oakland A's organization, because that's our local baseball team. That's our civic pride. They provide jobs, what have you. And we really support the new president of the Oakland A's, David Cavill, for all these changes he's making. I mean, all these promos. I showed this to your supporters last week. I'll show it again. This wonderful towel.
I like that. Hella hustle.
Well, we got at the A's game.
I like that.
And then for those of you that are at that, yeah, we also got this. I mean, this is good stuff, man.
Ooh. Welcome
So the A's are very generous right now with the community, just like the 6'6 Mob is. So, yeah, we're excited about all these different items that we're gathering together. But if any of you want a hat, just contact Godfather Griz on Facebook at the Greg Jones page or the Forever Oakland page. Hit me up on personal message. You can get a hat. You can get a hoodie. You can get a T-shirt. You can get these lovely glasses that are Monica Lynn's making. These 66 Mob glasses.
Hey, Monica.
We also have that.
We know you're matching. Yeah. Hey, Monica. We know you're watching. Hey, Monica. How you doing?
And that was great that she reached out to you to get the link, because she's excited. Obviously,
yep.
she's the godmother of the 6'6 Mob, the NFL's finest. So I love you, honey. But yeah, we're just excited. We're very excited, Zenny.
Hey, gotta ask you, Jerry Jones, who's now in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, made what I thought was a very provocative statement Saturday night. He said specifically that only 7% of NFL fans actually go to the games. 7%. What do you think about that statement? I'll tell you what I think. Okay. Well, I want to hear you first, and then I got a lot to say about that. But I thought it was a mistake for him to say that. What do you think?
Well, first and foremost, Jerry Jones lives in his own world, and he's more so for the flair. He's more for technology. He's all about the money, in any aspect, any means necessary, to the point where you don't care about the culture. So to make that kind of statement, regardless if it's true or not, reminds us how the NFL elite thinks about the culture that the NFL has around all the NFL, and the greatest culture of fans and people worldwide here in Oakland, in the Alameda County region, and our worldwide ties. So the way he thinks is opposite of how we are, and this is one of the main motivations behind our citizen-driven initiative. That needs to be in check. The NFL needs to be put in check, because it's fan-driven. It's just like the government. You got to remember, the people that come to support this team, regardless of how much money you're making on the NFL Network, no matter how greedy you guys are getting, you got to remember the heart of the fan. That's what this is built on. So Jerry Jones, he lives in his own world. His mentality doesn't fit our culture, and so he can say whatever he wants to say. It doesn't affect me, other than it reminds me of why we're doing what we're doing.
And I thought when I heard it that Jerry was thinking vertically and not horizontally in terms of time series. What I mean by that is time series is year-to-year fans going back decades, which would take into account people regardless of the NFL team, but this applies to the Raiders, certainly applies to the Steelers as well as the Dallas Cowboys themselves.
Yeah.
Fans that have had season tickets for generations. And when Jerry made that statement, it was as if, to me, and maybe he had a bit of a toot because Jerry likes to party when he said it, but he was on the NFL Network when he said it. The bottom line is he, in one sense, forgot about the generations of fans that have stuck with the NFL who can go to a stadium. Like, for example, I can go to a stadium, and I can point out to you, I can go to the Coliseum, and I can go to section 214, row 9, seat 14. That's where my optometrist, Dr. Howard Rose, sat. That was in 1975. That was my first Raider game. And
wow.
And Jerry, when you made that statement, just annoyingly wiped out history of backing of fans as if that 7% doesn't matter. Now, I know he didn't mean to say that. Well, heck, you know what? I don't know what he meant because I didn't ask him. But he did say that. And then he went on to talk about how he was surprised because he said, you know, the writers vote us in. But I thought that if you think about San Diego and then St. Louis moving to Los Angeles, and then we got Oakland on the move, I didn't think I could count on any of those writers, Jerry said. But here I am. And this is what Jerry said, you know, out in the open. And I took that whole ball of wax because he did say that in one series of paragraphs, if you will, and thought he is expressing the worst respect, unknowingly, for the fans that have carried, the Raider fans that have carried the great tradition here in Oakland for generations.
That's right.
Okay? And not to mention other areas, like, for example, San Diego. That's, you know, just horrible. And that I was shocked when he made that statement. I really did.
You know, it's without, like you said, we hear things from different people, but if we didn't conversate with them, we may not know what their definition is. But perception has a lot to do with it. That perception falls in line with how the NFL is being looked upon by many people. Charities, the longtime fans, the newer fans. This billionaire boys club is really creating a division between the people that helped build this league. And what's going on here in Oakland is an example of that. And what I foresee happening is it's going to take a body of people or entity to stand up and to challenge the system and to challenge that mentality, because that mentality overall of greed, the NFL is going to have more and more problems with the way they've been handling relocation, what they've been handling concussions, how they're dealing with looking at fans as robots.
Hey,
so that mentality.
Alert! The champ is here. T. Cooper, the champ is here. Just want to let you know,
what's up,
the champ is here. Hey, Mr. Cooper, how you doing?
We're ready to have little champs in the house.
The champ is here.
Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming.
You were saying, and Paul Freire is here. And yes, Paul, we are talking about Mr. Jones. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. We're talking about Jerry Jones while Godfather Griz Jones is talking. Yeah, so Jerry Jones has a bigger influence on the owners than the commissioner does. We're fully aware of that. The citizen-driven initiative is fully aware of that. The kind of the Vegas deal got its legs second in because Jerry Jones opened that process. And that's the reason why we can't stress enough to people, whatever brought you in to be an Oakland Raider for life, if you're the newer generation or the older generation, it has to do with this aura. Mm-hmm. It has to do with its roots being here in Oakland where it was built.
Right.
And the Jerry Joneses of this world, the Robert Kraus of this world, they don't care about that. And that's a crime. And that's why we're going to stand up against this NFL league and make sure we give our best foot forward with the top 2 antitrust lawyers in the United States because of that mentality. That mentality is wrong. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I disagree with it.
Austin Obriga is in the house. Austin, welcome. Nice to have you here, by the way. And
Mr. Mob, hitting what's going on? What's going on?
And
thank you for all the supporters and our mobsters and our Forever Oakland supporters. Continue, Zen. That's my thoughts about Jerry Jones.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you brought out that Godfather. I really did. Hey, can you? I'm just gonna, while you're doing that, I'm gonna tweet this out and just put up the tag as can you start and talk about the next steps? I know we talked about it once before, but tell everybody who may not be aware of where we're at with the lawsuit, just for the sake of...
First and foremost, there's no lawsuit right now.
I apologize. Excuse me. I don't mean lawsuit. I mean the...
You meant the process. You meant the process.
I meant the process. Yes, I did. I meant the process. Yes, I did. Yeah. Where
here's some breaking news so everyone knows.
Okay.
Basically, just certain entities are working diligently behind the scenes leading up to this next Joint Powers Authority meeting to get this thing approved. And so we are providing all the ammunition, we're providing funding, we're providing the right people, we're being led by Jim Quinn and Eric Hostad to impress upon our politicians this gift, this recipe, this placebo effect that's going to solve a lot of people's problems here for them to jump on with us. So it's official, so everyone knows, the next JP meeting will be on Friday, September 15th.
Okay.
And that Friday lands right smack dab in our 3-night, 4-day Make Oakland Better Charity Festival. So a lot of people will be in town. Mob Hour will be fully set up Thursday night. Obviously, Godfather Griz Jones, Ray Bobbitt, and our Forever Oakland core staff will be attending that JP meeting. As Zenny's in town, I'm sure they'll be attending that JP meeting. This is such a crucial and important meeting to now the municipalities really have no reason to say no, because we provided all these wonderful gifts for them to recoup things that may potentially go the wrong way if we didn't have the lawyers and if we didn't wake this process up. So after that vote on March 27th, you better believe Forever Oakland, my partner Ray Bobbitt with his organization, We Stand With Oakland, our core staff that's been in it the longest, we have revived the situation. Now we're bringing more light to it. We're getting more people involved. So that September 15th date, we'll be talking weekly on the Zenny 62 show leading up to it.
That's exciting. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
September 15th. That date was just nailed down. Now, is that going to be a voting?
Godfather just got word of it.
Today. Wow. On the same day the Raiders released their depth chart. How about that? I just think there's some interesting irony there. It's like, this is irony night. Is
and since you brought that up for me by me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It's a full moon. It's a full moon. Yeah. Hey, so it was basically this kind of situation of this correspondence, this confluence of actions happening all in one night that make me believe this is on the right track. But let me ask you, coming up to the next meeting, does that mean that we're on track for a vote, or is this going to be more discussion? Because people are going to ask that. So,
so here's what we want to see happen.
Sure.
This upcoming meeting is the meeting we need, and we want the Joint Powers of Authority to approve. So it's not a vote; it's an approval.
Gotcha.
Once they approve this thing, then we have to have a fast city vote. That's a vote, and a county vote. That's a vote immediately after September 15th. So this meeting is the meeting we've been working up the last two. First, there was no agenda item. Now they had an agenda item. And like we mentioned on one of your shows prior, the push we had that day, that when you spoke, Zenny, myself, Noel Gallo, Ray Bobbitt, and Scott McKibben really kicked everything off and laid a nice foundation for the rest of us to talk. That push, we were told, had a positive influence on the closed session. So it's from that time until September 15th. Any minor details we're going to fill in, any conversation we're going to fill in. We need to prime and prep everybody to have the JPA approve this. So we're pushing for the JPA to approve this thing so the city can vote and the county can vote.
I'm just going to move this over one little on the YouTube so they can see you. I can see their comments. Got it. Okay, because Paul Ferreira says he's going to be there among others. And
what's happening, Paul? All our people in there.
Yeah. You got Paul Ferreira, Rick Rice says, and got a great compliment here. And we've got now Hennessy says, will Fortress be a part of this? Have they shown any interest? That's Hennessy's question to you, Godfather.
Yeah. Basically, right now from our communication, Fortress is on the sideline. Fortress is just on standby. So as we push this thing through, they may be one of many potential investors on the back end to get involved in this process. So Fortress is not involved directly, but they're on standby.
Oh, and Karen Christensen, thank you for the investment. Boy, do I need it.
Yes.
But hey, Corey Brown says, are the lawyers solely working on this Raider issue, or are they also tending to the other clientele? I don't know what Corey quite means by that. And when he says, so Corey, I'm going to ask you if you can dress that up, because we both have Scooby-Doo looks on our face, like, weren't you walking around, Roy? So we're trying to figure out,
I'll try and take a stab at it.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Basically, all I can tell you, Corey, is these two guys that were retained, we're all part of the same circle now. Mm-hmm. And we're all one. So their focus with us is with us. What they do outside of this, just like anyone else, they have other clients they put the energy into, but their focus with us is 120% full on.
Nice. Now, Alessandro De Silva says, interesting how Ballers Season 3. Do you know about Ballers and the whole...
Let me share something. I didn't attend that thing. I'm glad I didn't attend that thing because from the people I know that attended it, mm-hmm. they said they tried duplicating one of our Stay in Oakland events. Number one.
Whoa! Wait. What? Say
Let me
what?
continue.
Yeah.
And then so I'm glad I didn't go. Okay, and I'm not talking bad about the people that went. I'm just glad I didn't go. I have better things to do with my time. But number two, the people unfortunately that went, they got rope-a-dopes. I mean, most of the people I was told that were pro Oakland, Ballers flipped that thing and turned into a Vegas scene after the vote. That's really deceiving. That's very cheap. So that's not good, man. That's not good for the pro Oakland people.
Now, please, fill me in.
It didn't hurt our cause. Just that perception.
Yeah.
I would never go on TV, be on TV unless I'm doing something I believe in. Go ahead.
So fill me on what you're talking about. There was some event, because I know it was a TV show Ballers on HBO, and how they were talking about, this episode or series of episodes where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is going to try to bring pro football to Vegas, and I guess it's falling apart. But you're talking about some event that I don't know about. What happened?
No.
Oh.
When there's a bunch of Oakland Raider fans that went through a process of being part of the segment of Ballers.
Oh, I didn't know this.
And in the ones I didn't go to that, so I can't speak on everything that happened there. I'm only going on a few of my staff, people I know that went there. And basically, it was like being extras. A lot of people were extras for that Baller show, and so the Baller show, according to the people that I know, they tried duplicating the stuff that we do naturally. Right. So we're told it was okay. It was kind of Hollywoodish plastic, but they didn't know until recently that the Ballers flipped it into a Vegas theme.
Now, T. Cooper says...
That's what bothered a lot of people. Yes.
And T. Cooper says, Zinni, I would like to explain that. Can I explain further? I don't have a way you can call in, T. Cooper, so just write it down there, and I'll recite it, okay? Because I'm using my phone to broadcast this through YouTube, so I don't have that system. In fact, this is the best way to do it. If you're momentary aside, if you're actually going to do live stream and interview someone, you need to have a smartphone to do it, unless you have an external camera, whatever, like that. But my point is, T. Cooper, if you can actually, or do it that way. If you could be so kind as to put it in the comments section so we can all see it, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So
especially if he attended that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know all that. That's crazy. Now, hey, I got to ask you a question.
That's information. It's not rumor that I got. I wasn't present. So I don't try to judge things, but from the few people there was a good crowd, but there's a few people out there that are really pro Oakland. They're the ones that have been standing on the front lines with the Godfather. So there's a few people I know. So they know what a rally's about. My guys are professionals. I mean, we created this whole thing. So that they went somewhere with the perception that they're doing something similar. Then as they set up this event, they said they were trying to mimic one of our rallies, not knowing until recently they thought it was going to be all about pro Oakland, not knowing until after the vote, Ballers flipped it into a Vegas thing.
Wow.
So that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, yes.
Wow. You know what? They should have just did something like made a lot of noise and thrown furniture just to make it really interesting and show them some real Oakland Raider love, right?
Well, I mean, that's, like I said, I wasn't present. That's what some of my people told me who attended, and it sounds like people had a good time when they're there. There was nothing negative, just that they were under the impression it was one thing, and then just find out recently they flipped the script on it.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yes.
Go Warriors says, Go Raiders now. He's changed his screen name. Hey, Zenny, I believe the Las Vegas Raiders fans aren't as passionate as Oakland Raiders fans because of what Oakland fans are doing to keep the Raiders. That could be, Go Warriors, Go Raiders, excuse me. I got to remember that Go Raiders is actually ensconced in the middle of Bronco Valley, the place where the Denver Broncos call their home, which means this 17-year-old kid is growing up in a horrible environment. Just kidding. Just kidding.
But if he reaches out to the right people and or his parents, since he's a minor, he'll find that there's many pro-Oakland Raiders that live in that territory, and they'll embrace you as family, and you'll feel very comfortable if you connect to them.
Don't you know about what is the top Raider Booster Club in Denver, or group, or that you're
I look at the top one, the longest, the biggest one,
sure,
are called the Oakland Raider Soldier Booster Club of Denver. And their president, his name is Kurt Eisler. Mm-hmm. He's actually a 66 mobster in Denver, but he's official 66 mobster. Yeah, so he has a very strong touch on that group.
We got to get him on the show.
Yeah, I'll be more happy to. And just to give your support a heads up, if you go on Facebook, they have the Oakland Raiders Soldier Booster Club fan page of Denver, and then they have Kurt Eisler. It's CURTEISLER, Kurt Eisler. He's the president. You hit him up on personal message. He is very hands-on. He's a very good guy. Easy to get along with. He goes out of his way for his people. That's why they love him. But so we have a strong pro-Oakland presence in Denver.
Now, not to be left out, we have Barry Lee in San Antonio, which, by the way, Barry, are you okay? Because I saw the news broadcast where San Antonio was suffering from flooding. I hope you're okay there. Well, if you weren't, you wouldn't be on here. Yes. Godfather, any booster organizations in San Antonio for our Oakland Raiders?
Yeah, there's the Space City Raider Nation in Houston, and actually Texas has a coalition.
I met them in Houston last year, in January.
When you're with me, we met up.
Actually, I met them in Houston the year before on the Carson vote. In 2016 in Houston, NFL owners meeting, Carson vote. I actually interviewed them at Zenny62 here on YouTube. I didn't know.
Remember, they're with me.
Oh, right. But,
me and Dr. Deck. Yeah,
that's right, Dr. Deck. That's right. You were over there. That's right. But see, you and I didn't know each other then. That's right. Hey, folks. Look,
we're all there in Houston. Yeah.
Folks. We're all there up front. Hey, Godfather, drain Bramage. Drain Bramage. You got it?
But there's a coalition of Raider fans down there. Some are pro-Oakland, some are not. But there's a huge coalition in Texas. Easy to get a hold of them. One of the entities is called Space City Raider Nation of Houston. Go to the Facebook page, write them, they'll respond fast. And then they'll direct you accordingly to who's in San Antonio, who's in Dallas, who's in Houston, who's in El Paso. So, yeah, they'll help you greatly.
Richard Lucero is in the house. He says, what's up, Zenny and Godfather? They just had an annual Raider Booster meeting a few weeks ago. I think he attended, I believe. Now, T. Cooper says, basically, Barry Lee says, basically, he's running. Oh, Barry Lee says that he's got 4 inches of rain in 3 hours sustained in San Antonio. To which Rick Rice comments, to which Rick Rice comments that Barry Lee is watching this broadcast on the roof of his house. Karen Christensen says, wow, that's a lot of rain, Barry. And Barry Lee says, no, Rick Rice, laugh out loud. If I were watching the Zenny62 Godfather Griz Forever Oakland show from the roof of my house, I would have been floating while watching. T. Cooper says, Cooper says, so in essence, what was supposed to happen was that we had stay in Oakland signs. He's talking about the ballers thing. And they had us doing what we now normally do, meaning, having us say, yell, stay in Oakland and everything like that. That's what he said that was going on. That's what T. Cooper is kind enough to type. And thank you for the recap, T. Cooper. That's what was going on with respect to the Ballers show with Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, for which I once made a silly tout because my friend Michael Downing started a company called Tout, which is a short video platform. Dwayne The Rock Johnson is one of his celebrity sponsors, but Rock would not make one tout. Then he made 4, so I made a video taunting him. That's my little Dwayne The Rock Johnson story, and it is a little one, but I had to tell it nonetheless. Corey Brown wants to know where he can get some Forever Oakland swag. That's his question. Swag.
Corey Brown?
Yeah.
Zenny will hit you up, but if you go, does Corey have Facebook?
Yeah, Corey, if you're on Facebook, follow me or friend me.
And go to the Greg Jones page. Corey, if you go to the Greg Jones page, and it's the only Greg Jones that has a Forever Oakland logo as a profile picture, friend request me, and write me a personal message, and I'll direct you accordingly to all of our Forever Oakland swag.
Now, Barry Lee says they had 20 house fires caused by the lightning, and Citron says, speaking of flood, and Citron, you took my words right out of my mouth. He says, speaking of flooding, it's time to bring up the stadium project being in a flood zone. Yeah. It would seem. Because, they're, you know how they are. They're going to spin it and say, oh, it's not. He found, but the bottom line is, it did say, you saw it, Citron, a 1% annual rainfall channel, basically, or a high potential area for floods on an annual basis. And we've had flooding. We had flooding in Las Vegas last week, don't you, Griz? You know about that?
I heard tidbits.
Okay. Hey, Jamal Mills is in the house. Jamal Mills says, hey, y'all, I do not know if this is asking... he says that... I got to read this carefully because his words are wide. They got screen. Let me move this over just a little bit. It's very important that I read this so that you can know about this Godfather. Bear with me. It says, Jamal Mills,
no problem.
Hey, y'all, I do not know if this has been asked, but what is the extent of Forever Oakland becoming more nationally known? I have a friend in Los Angeles, or is it Louisiana, who's a big Oakland Raiders fan and never heard about it. Well, Jamal Mills, here's how you can help. If you're on Twitter or Facebook, tag your friend right now with a link to this show and tell them about it. That's how we do things now in 2017, because media has changed so very much. You are the energy, you are the people that make it go, and I might, as I say that,
can I chime in real quick, Zenny?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, quite important to invest as well. And here is the Godfather with his great words. Yes, Godfather, absolutely.
I just, and thank you for inquiring. Just to your supporter, Forever Oakland is international. And there's still a lot of people who don't know who we are, but we're international, meaning we have supporters all around the world. And so, but that's why I like to stay humble. I like to be a kid in the candy store after doing this for 19 years, because I never assume that someone heard about us. So if I meet someone new, I introduce myself like it's my first day of running Forever Oakland. I like keeping that way because some people don't know, and we want to make them feel comfortable saying, oh, these guys are very basic,
right,
very grassroots. That's what Forever Oakland is. But Forever Oakland is international. And so anybody that can get involved, Zenny62 will direct you accordingly. We have Facebook, Greg Jones.
Is that a bumper sticker?
Forever Oakland on Facebook,
is that
Twitter, and everything.
That's a bumper sticker, huh? That banner.
Yeah, this is actually a magnet. And we have magnets and bumper stickers.
Magnetic.
Yes, we have bumper stickers and magnets.
It's magnetic. Yes. I love it. Hey, real quick, I know that there's some people here. Go Warriors, Go Raiders is headed out. Thank you for visiting. However, this is also the first day that the Raiders have put out their depth chart. And I'm going to assume that everybody has some view about it. And I know some of you, this is not the primary talk. That's not the situation here at all. I just want to make one comment on the depth chart. The Raiders are going to have a very dangerous secondary, a defensive secondary. And that's my prediction. Now, what do they do scheme-wise? Something else. Also, I'm kind of prepping because I'm going to be on the Nestor Apparatio podcast out of Baltimore 8:30 in the morning at WNST, and I'm going to talk about Forever Oakland.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, it's my second time. I met Nestor. You know who set us up was my buddy Mike Silver, who I go back to Cal with when he was 18 and I was 21. And he's the one who told Nestor about what I do. And so I've been on Nestor's show once before. He called out of the blue yesterday and said, hey, I want to have you on the show, talk about the Raiders.
Nice.
So I'm going to talk about this because he's going to ask about it, but he's not prepared for what I'm going to tell him. So, Jamal, you talked about national exposure. It's happening this week, baby. It's happening this week. There you go.
And the beautiful thing, Zenny, no matter where you go to talk, or where I go, there's no one else or no other show that's joined forces with the entity that has what we have to offer, because we're the ones that are in it the most. I'm talking, you have such a widespread knowledge of a lot of things, but we're talking when it comes to open culture, the citizen-driven initiative, Mike Silver, these different podcasts, these different entities, when they find out kind of a little bit of what you can share with them, they're going to get that directly from you. They can't get it from anywhere else because it's right here. It comes on your show. So that's good stuff, man.
And hey, Koo Snipe, I really appreciate that. Koo Snipe says, hey, I'll invest in Zinni. Just a little every time you're here watching helps. And it really does help me because, you know.
The Koo Snipe's in the house?
He's in the house. Yeah, he's in the house.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the house.
One of my partners in crime. What's happening, Chris? And I want to touch on something in a second. I just want to mention to the world that our organization, being international, being national, even though we're just grassroots, but we have a strong influence. We have some great guys and gals that bring their all every day. We have just recently created a new leg of our organization. We're very much about public relations. That's just the way I was. That's the way certain leaders and groups are. So it projects the aura. But we've gotten so big that we've created a new leg called the Forever Oakland PR Response Team. And right now we have 3 folks that have volunteered to be part of that. And what that means is when you get so busy, because we have different individuals, we're creating an organizational response to a lot of positive stuff. We'll occasionally have an organizational response to deflect rumors that are not true or any negativity. And we're honored that we're kicking off this new leg of organization. We started last week, and one of our honorary volunteers is Zenny Abraham.
So here's the thing. But I have to say one thing though, and I have to be candid about this. I need to make money to keep a roof over my head. So here, folks, invest. Here's why. If you invest, I can keep doing this. Otherwise, I'd have to stop and move. Okay, I'd have to shut down. All right. So I can't. I'm not in a position where I can comfortably do that like others do because you guys have other things going. I've got 107 resumes out there right now. All right. You guys have come through. I had one job I had to do, but this is the 21st century. We talk openly about where we're at. Okay. And you guys believe it, but if you like the news that we're part of here, but also, you know, my ability to call the FAA to impart my knowledge to get you the real deal, what's going on, not just in Las Vegas but the NFL, invest to keep it going. But here's the thing: I say invest. It's not a donation because you get shares. Everybody gets a share. Everybody. Okay. So my point is, and I'm candid. I'm at the point where I'm not a person who enjoys, you know, snowing you or anything like that because it's wrong. I give it to you real, just as Godfather gives it to you real. Okay, so that's where I'm at. But my point is that, you know, just that's where this is. Okay, so media has never been free. There's been the myth that it's been free, but the bottom line is, has never been free in our lives. And I'm saying to you out there, those of you who are influencers, who have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything, you know, make sure you get it on. Oh, I lost Godfather there. There he is. Okay. Okay. Make sure you use it as an influencer to help out this effort for Forever Oakland and get it spread nationally. Okay. And where you can, but also remember, you know, you guys have other things to do. I have 96 blogs, 300 Twitter accounts, 300. Okay, I have now 50 Facebook pages. I have the apparatus to make this go, but I need your help to keep this going. I'm just like Alex Jones. I'm going to, I'm pledge driving. But when I get to, I'm telling you, when I get to $5,000, I'm going to share a percentage with Forever Oakland. That's where I need to be. Right now, I'm at $1,342. Okay, I need to fill in that gap to get it to where I can help Godfather. I mean, it's not help Godfather, not monetarily, because my needs are met, right? But right now, I'm being candid with you about where I'm at. All right, I don't snow people. That's where I'm at. Okay, so you guys have come through before, and I'm broadening the net because you guys have given a lot, and I don't want to rest just on you, but all of you have shares. Here's the good news. Okay, the good news is this is a real investment effort, and not only that, I couldn't have grown it this way without Griz's help. That's, so I actually owe him honorary shares.
No, you don't. Right. No.
Yeah.
But to get back, and yes, we'll always encourage.
And I want to say thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to finish up with the Forever Oakland PR response team.
Absolutely.
So Zinni's part of that. We have a gentleman out of Fresno named Joey Seamus, a.k.a. Raider Maniac. We have a gentleman who's become like a publicist at Godfather. His name Levant Obuli. He helps write grants for schools. So these three gentlemen were so honored to have part of our team that will help combine their intelligence levels, help combine their ability to speak to the public for positive things, to deflect rumors. So we just want to let people know through our social media, we're going to actually, outside of just sharing this tonight, we're going to do a little write-up about our new Forever Oakland PR response team and how you can help each one of them, including Zenny with becoming an investor. Along with that, too, people are asking with this whole citizen-driven initiative, the last 2 months, our organization behind the scenes have created these committees. We have a lot of committees, actually. We have a fundraising committee. We have a rally committee. We have a charity committee because we're charitable driven. We have a political committee, and we have an NFL committee. So these are things behind the scenes a lot of the world don't know. These are things that our core staff talk about all the time because it's going to take all these different entities addressing those different organizations we just mentioned to make Oakland better. We're not just here to help retain our identity.
Right.
We're not just here to help retain jobs. We're not just here to keep professional sports here and or help our municipalities recoup their losses. We're also going to be addressing our politicians in November 2018. We're also going to be pushing for the right people to get in office so they can forever make Oakland better. So we're addressing a lot of things through the citizen-driven initiative, and that's why we're so lucky when you become an investor in the Zenny 62 show. We all have jobs, we all have bills, we all have things we have to do. This is a true, honest, one-of-a-kind forum. Like I said, the combination of what Zenny brings, what Forever Oakland brings, the citizen-driven initiative, just on our show, let alone all the things Zenny's worldly knowledge brings, it's so uniquely different, and we're so lucky. And I know you guys realize it. We're so lucky to have that, and to appreciate that. Please continue to invest in Zenny constantly, just like Kook Snipe says, because in the last 2 months, we got more supporters, we got more investments. The energy is unbelievable. I personally, with some of my staff, have been going to a store, walking off Mob Valley to the Oakland Coliseum, or going to A's game, and people I've never met said, "Hey, you're on the Zenny 62 show." I was like, "Really?" So we introduced ourselves. They said, "Yeah, I follow Zenny 62," or "I've been following you, Mr. Jones, Forever Oakland." This forum has that impact on people. There's a lot of people who don't have a voice, but they love what we do. So please support this, because you know what we do too? We listen to our supporters. We take into what you guys say. We are a people-power-driven entity. And the more that we have and the more that people bring ideas, the more we'll implement. So together, we make this thing just grow more worldly. So please continue to invest in the Zenny 62 show. But yeah, we're honored to announce the Forever Oakland 3-hour response team. They're going to be putting out responses for our organization as organizational responses. We just want to remind people, behind the scenes, we got so much brewing right now with all these committees are having a huge impact in making Oakland better and making others better worldwide. So once again, thank you. I just want to make sure I mention those two things.
Hey, you shaved. T. Cooper put it that. He says, nice, clean.
You mean to tell me that I shaved or T. Cooper did?
Hey, T. Cooper says, nice, clean face look, Godfather Griz.
After 40 minutes, yeah. Hey, thank you. Thank you. That's all good. I appreciate it.
I knew something was different.
Godfather Griz tonight, not Godfather Grizzly. You know, it's Godfather Griz. That's right.
Wait, what prompted the shave?
What
prompted the shave? Because you had the Grizzly. Well, you had the Grizzly Adams look. So.
I prefer, and the lovely Monica Lynn prefers the clean shave, and then I don't mind like the 4 or 5 day look. Mm-hmm. And so just recently I've been so busy, so there's been a couple phases of the last 2 months where I went beyond the 4 or 5 day look. That's not my MO, but this is what I prefer, or the 4 or 5 day look.
Now, Karen Christensen and Barry Lee are asking, as well as T. Cooper, about getting celebrities involved. Like T. Cooper mentioned Mark Zuckerberg. Barry Lee mentioned this idea that has been introduced before about kind of a music festival. Anybody able to talk about that or get any even micro movement on that, you know?
Yeah, you know, so behind the scenes, all these committees we're creating, the majority of the leaders on these committees come from referral and core staff. And then we have volunteers who are assisting, like Tor Cooper, he's a gentleman. John Flint, he's another supporter. These folks behind the scenes have actually shared ideas with us, and they're actually trying to reach out to people. So we are encouraging all that because we can't do this alone. We're going to keep driving this, but this is people power driven. But to answer the question, yes, right now we're reaching out to any entity, be it a gazillionaire, a billionaire, a celebrity that believes in our greatest culture of fans and people worldwide, from top to bottom. And that's the people we want to address regardless. We got to address people who are completely pro-Oakland.
Crawford says Draymond Green. And then Rick Rice, talking about E40, Rick Rice says he can perform Tell Me Where to Go. And Ray916 Raider Ortiz asks in big letters, why hasn't Tom Hanks and the members of Metallica gotten involved when they spoke against the move? You know, so
let me share something with you guys about that, because that's a very good question, and we think about it all the time. Since that crime vote on Monday, March 27th, 2017, there are entities that spoke out, and some they just said something, and that's it. So we, Forever Oakland, we're Forever Oakland. We've been in movement before that vote, and interestingly, and I commend my staff. We collectively got together very quickly after the vote, because there's other groups out there who are supporting the cause, and that vote happened, they just stopped. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, they just stopped. We notched it up a higher notch. We've taken it to a higher level right now. Right. It's amazing. We posted 10 events since March 27th, but in that process of doing that, we have those same thoughts as you guys. Where's Tom Hanks? Where are these entities? There are some entities that they say they're pro-Oakland, but they showed the two colors recently saying, but we support Vegas. We don't need to. We don't care for celebrity. We want someone who not only makes statements, but are going to jump in with us and take actions. And we believe, though, it's going to take our push, just like we're pushing the municipalities, it's going to take our push to get this to the next level that we're working to get the next 36 days, where these other entities will see, oh my goodness, there's a platform. These blue-collar men and women who have basic jobs take it upon themselves, got the 2 best active trust lawyers, are telling the politicians to get on board, and now they're here? Yes, we are here. We're making it happen. So we need you, Tom Hanks. We need anybody that's a pro-Oakland supporter that was born and raised with this. Don't worry about your work relationships, because it's about our culture. It's about who we are. This is about our religion, our identity. So we agree with what you're saying. We are doing everything we can to reel those people in who made statements, but we need you people that made statements to take it a step further and do something and join Forever Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Alex Barbosa, Elon Musk, and so we stand with Oakland. Lynch does have business in Oakland. Barry Lee says you got the beer companies, and Lynch bought a food soul restaurant. They're talking about Marshawn Lynch getting involved, and Alex Barbosa is involved, is tweeting something that I can't quite understand, so I'll just put this here. And then we'll continue on. And hey, I gotta put it.
One thing then.
Yeah.
for the next show, if it's okay with you, Zenny, with your blessings, and to your supporters, we're going to give you a homework assignment.
Yep. Give it.
This is a people power driven type of thing. If you have ideas of people that haven't joined the ranks of what we're doing, but you believe they've shown some signs, we're going to ask all of you to do whatever you can, because no one's perfect in this, to reach out to those people and come back to us next week's show and tell us what you found and bring it to the table.
Yeah, that's
Please,
right.
We encourage you.
Henry Flores says, I'm supporting hey, Boss is in the house, man. Boss, it says,
the Boss man's in the house. What's up, Boss?
He's in the house. And Henry Flores says, I'm supporting Forever Oakland so I can say that I was part of history. This is a movement where we the people can stand and fight for our rights as fans. Rick Rice says, something about, that's okay. Kook Snipe says, thank you for saying that, Godfather Griz. Hey, Godfather, I got to pull in a personal plug for the fantastic new industry of litigation finance. I'm telling you, this is a $10 million investment, what's happening here with the two top antitrust lawyers in the United States involved with respect to sports. And you can scare the heck out of everybody with dinero of that level. If one guy, one trial lawyer, okay, can raise $20 million to take on a giant oil company literally by himself, bribe judges, talking about Steven Donziger in Ecuador, we've got thousands. And we're the perfect vehicle for litigation finance in the public interest. Don't forget that. Don't forget that as we move ahead. We can really not only make history, but throw a gut punch to the very system that's created this, okay?
Yeah. Very good point, Zenny. And to add what Zenny said, we're in this because it's our identity.
Yeah.
Bottom line, we're not in it for the money. We're not in it. We're not fans. This is how we live. This is how we were raised. This is how our grandparents and parents laid this religion. Mm-hmm. That's an open identity for life. That's what drives us, just according to what Zenny said right now. So, and what we're doing right now, it's just working out the way it's working. This is the first time that a citizen-driven initiative is taking it to this level.
Yep. Normally,
what happens in these instances, so you folks know, is a municipality or a high-end business, they file right away. So this process is taking the steps that it is right now because it's through the citizens. And to credit to all of our core staff, we know what our obstacles are. We know how the local government is. We know how the Oakland Raiders are. We know how the NFL is. And we're taking this whole thing on. And I'm honored and proud to have such a core group of guys and gals that are African-American, Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, Indian, that have come together as one. Just like those Black Sunday tailgates. This is one of the few places on this planet where every race conceivable comes together as one. That's a culture you can't duplicate. No amount of billions of dollars can buy that. And this is what we're fighting for, to keep that intact. And it's time that Oakland, our politicians, get behind us. It's time, with this day and age of people who just sit on the sideline, let the government do certain things, let injustices take place, that not only do we show the NFL that we're going to create this injustice, we're going to show the world you need to stand up for what you believe in. And Forever Oakland, we stand with Oakland and our supporters. That's what we're doing, and that's what you guys are supporting.
Hey, Eric Madison says, I got to go, getting ready to go to work. I may see you at the 23rd game and hope to share ideas with you, Godfather. Thank you, Eric Madison, for your visit. And Boss Your Ruler says they have a little internal conversation going on there I can't quite interpret. And Ken Yu says, always proud to see diversity in Oakland. Absolutely, absolutely. I could not agree more. And I say that, and I said what I said just to remind everybody that, you know, don't look at where the current GoFundMe is for it. Remember this, okay? Burford Capital and others are out there, and they can be and should be accessed. And I'm telling you, they're going to want to get involved. And when they get involved, all right, and I said this before, Godfather, I said this to others, I'll say it right here, though, okay? Right now, this is like going on this is like us going on collectively to Skull Island, okay? And you know what I'm saying? And you got King Kong over there just threw a doggone palm tree at us, all right? And we got to go back there because we were just informed by none other than John C. Reilly when he said, hey, when you go dropping bombs on someone's house, you go in there starting to fight. When bringing in Jim and Eric, that was dropping a bomb, right? Okay? Yeah. We can't stop there. We gotta get big money guns involved. That's litigation finance, people. I'm saying. Absolutely.
Period. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And just so you guys know, though, so the base and foundation is blue collar.
Yeah.
Okay? The base and foundation. We have that social media wheel that's already going. We do have people that make these contributions to the GoFundMe account that's already going. We also have people who are making checks that's not shown on the GoFundMe fully. That the checks are different than what's going through here. So, but what we're attracting right now, what we're reaching out to right now, and all you can help us is some blessed, deep pocket of people that share our vision. And what you guys can take pride in is you can tell people you have a foundation. We have a forum. We have obtained the #2 antitrust lawyers in the United States. We currently have a professional franchise, the Oakland A's, who are working with us. That's all truthful information. And we are being led by a group of guys and gals that have more heart, more guts, more intelligence, and leading the way for the greatest culture of people and fans worldwide. So we have all these wonderful things combined, Zenny 62, these different entities that are coming by. So you have different tidbits you can share with people to spread what we call the Forever Oakland Gospel right now. That's all legit. And it's happening. And we're making things happen. We've got this thing on the agenda item with certain entities that are a little slower right now, but we're speeding them up. So our energy is full speed ahead. Our 2 antitrust lawyers have lots of confidence, lots of faith in what we're doing. That's why they're by our side 120%. You guys got to know that. These guys got our back. We got your back. We need you to have our back. We need you to keep becoming investors of Zenny 62. Keep reaching out to Greg Jones on Facebook. Keep reaching out to Forever Oakland on Facebook because we have constant posts going out. But yes, right now more than anything, we are pricking the skin, and we need to prick the skin of some deep pocket of people that are pro-Oakland as we get this thing to the next level.
Yeah, and you know what? You're the guiding light of this show. Your energy makes it go. I could have said it any better, and why should I? Hey, you put it out there for all of us to hey, when do we get Ray Bobbitt on the show? You know?
I'll work it out with Ray. Ray just his schedule does, where it's at, my schedule. And so you have created this forum, but I'll work out with Ray to see if we can get him on one of your shows.
And Karen Christensen asks, how do I become a 66th Mob member since I'm stuck up here in Salem, Oregon? Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the home of? Well, let me get to that in a second. Before I get to that in a second, hey, Karen, if that's the home of the witch trials, you can work some magic for us. Come on. It's like, wait, that's right. We need all the help. Yeah.
So basically, no matter where you're at, if you ever have the opportunity to come down to Oakland and you meet us and you're feeling our energy right now, and just imagine how it is in person. And that's why everything we do attracts people. We don't force people to become part of us. We don't twist arms. We have zero tolerance for any negativity. We have zero tolerance for any drama. We prefer to be positive. People have obstacles in life. We respect that and we support that. That's not drama. That's not negativity. That's one of the reasons why we have a Forever Oakland PR response team to keep negativity and remind people we're a highly driven, positive organization. But if you come to Oakland and if you ever engage in the NFL's Honest Tailgate, our tailgate is Friday through Sunday for regular season home games, all weekend camp out. It's drama-free, it's drug-free, it's kid-friendly. So that's what we do for home games. The first home game is a 3-night, 4-day tailgate called Make Oakland Better Charity Festival that we're going to be talking about every week leading up to it. And what that is our location on 66th Avenue Coliseum Way. which is right across the street from the 66th Avenue entrance. And we're going to start sending more pictures so Zenny could show what it looks like, because you can't miss us. This is the hub. This is the heart of the Oakland Worldwide Raider Nation worldwide, right there in Mob Valley. This is where it starts. This is where it ends. Go ahead, Zenny.
Karen says she's unable to travel due to finances. So I think the alternative is, first of all, Karen Christensen, join the Forever of Oakland Facebook page and keep that way. And also get on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, I'm happy to make an account for you. By the way, folks, I make Twitter account. It only takes me 3 minutes to make a professional Twitter account. You heard me, 3 minutes. I'm an expert, okay? My point is that I'll make one for you, okay? Use that to help us get the word out via social media, which is the media of the day, okay? Those are the ways that you can help. And, hey, Godfather, do you ship, like, if she buys something, you ship it, right? You know, or maybe you have a contest. You know, maybe you have a contest where you can win something. She doesn't have to buy it. We can. You know, Karen, we'll work out something for you because you've been a special investor to me, and you know, so I'll work out something.
We love, and so for those who can't be physically present, Karen, you definitely stay connected to social media. The Greg Jones Facebook page, the Forever Oakland Facebook page, the 66 Mob Twitter account, the Forever Oakland Twitter account, and we have a few mobsters that have Twitter accounts, and we have a lot of mobsters that have Facebook pages. So when you keep up to speed with our posts, you'll see our vast network, and they'll all be friendly and welcome you. And of course, Denny62 with his show, Staying Connected, he'll connect all this. And this is how we keep people in the loop who can't be physically present. And you can order items, and you know, we have all kinds of ideas, like this silent auction item, or what we're doing for this last A's game. And we have a Zenny Burger. We're going to be hosting a show in Berkeley, the Zenny Burger. So, and we're waiting for Zenny62 to come up with the first of kind T-shirt that says, "But I digress." So the beauty of our energy is ideas flow. And the nice thing about ideas, we're hands-on. We will try to implement them. We don't just talk about them. If we find a way to implement them, we will. So Zenny just had an idea about a contest. I'm sure we'll come up with something, especially to take care of his supporters.
I'll work on that T-shirt tonight. Okay, folks, by Wednesday,
going for the whole.
By Wednesday, that new T-shirt will be ready. Hey, it's 12:36 a.m., which is 9:36 a.m. your time, or p.m. your time. How you doing on time? And let me know.
You got me for 10 more minutes.
You got it. Okay, 10 minutes. So let's talk in the closing 10 minutes. Give the viewers homework. What do you want to do for the next show Monday? What do you want to have accomplished?
Basically, to all of our viewers who love what we do, to all of our viewers who care, and you guys are coming with ideas. Tor Cooper does all the time. Kook Snipe does all the time. Austin O'Brien does all the time. Boston. You know what our people do? We're nonstop communicators. Zenny does. We're day and night and day. We talk all the time, and then light bulbs turn on.
Yep.
So to help us bring in bigger investors, if you feel like there's someone that you can just try to tweet or write or contact, our homework is go out this next week, or the next 7 days, try to reach out to any entity, a billionaire, a celebrity that you think that would love to get behind our movement, and try to reach out to them. Make an effort to reach out to them. Come back to us. Let us know what your efforts were. That would be your weekly assignment. Your Forever Oakland Zenny62 weekly assignment.
Hey, that does it. Hey, and so not only that, folks, also this week again, I'm going to be on Nestor Aparicio's podcast, WNST. Nest, okay? Nestor Aparicio. And I'm going to talk about two things. I'm going to talk about the Raiders' new roster. Actually, three things. The Raiders' roster, and then my visit to training camp, courtesy of Godfather of Griz and Forever Oakland, and the day that we had there, and what the Forever Oakland movement is about, and how this is an outgrowth of the same NFL annual meeting that Godfather Griz and I were at, and also Nestor. Nestor and I talked about getting together at the NFL annual meeting party that Monday night. So that's where we met, because he says, yeah, Silver's been talking about you. We got to get together. Doggone that Mike Silver. Thank you very much. Go Bears, I say to Mike Silver if he sees this. But I'm going to make absolutely certain that Nestor's audience, which is pretty broad and, pretty national, knows about what's going on here. And this is going to be outstanding. Because, hey, the Baltimore Ravens were the old Cleveland Browns. So what a perfect backdrop. And not only that,
wow.
Yeah, to have it. Because the first time that Nestor had me on, we talked about the Vegas move, and I told him how ridiculous I thought it was, and I couldn't see the owners going for it, yada, yada, yada. So he's going to try to make me eat crow, and I'm going to turn it around on him.
That's awesome, Zenny.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'm quite excited. So, hey, Godfather, it's 10 minutes now. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And may the force be with you.
Say, hey, everyone, I'll just say the last 10 seconds. Thank you for everyone that supports the Zenny 62 show because it's lifestyle. Thank you, Zenny, for allowing us to have a platform no one else worldwide has with this type of information.
Thank you.
Of your expertise and what we're actually creating that's going to make history. So thank you. Please, everyone, continue to keep this forum going, becoming investors. And if you're an investor, continue to make investments when you can. And reach out to us on social media. We will connect you. We appreciate your support of ideas.
And that means you, boss.
Your homework.
That means you, boss. We need you, man. You can buy a beer. Come on, man.
and we're going to announce, hopefully next week or two, what's the name of Marcellus's restaurant in Berkeley, Denny?
That is on Sacramento. I will get the official name because he was here, actually. Marcellus was here for a second. But I'm going to get that, and I'm going to put that out there.
Yes.
And, yeah, and so, and plan
Try to connect this so he and I can set it up. We're going to have a show
around the Zenny 62 burger, which is 2 half-pound patties, okay? 2 half-pound patties. No cheese, all right? No cheese. Grilled onion, green and red bell pepper, okay? And lettuce and tomato. That's the Zenny 62 burger. I'm telling you, it is not only tasty, it is healthy for you. It has all the antioxidants you could ever need in your system at once. This is the burger for you.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay? Yes, sir.
Have you had it yet?
I'm dying, man. I just I made it here.
Hey. I'll be the first to have one until you come back to Oakland, baby.
I made it here.
And guess what? When we plan on hosting that show there, I'll see what Kook Snipe, I'll see what the boss man, I'll see what our core staff's, schedules tonight so we can have a group and bite in that burger and then introduce Marcellus right there live. We're excited, man. So set it up. But hey, everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is what it's all about. Just remember, we are forever Oakland, only Oakland, and may the mob be with you. And stay tuned, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Griz. Thank you, Zenny.
Hey, thank you, sir. And folks, I'm going to sign out. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being on Zenny 62 tonight. And again, like I say, your investments help us go. So I don't care if it's $1 or $2, $10, $20, $30. They really do help us go here on Zenny 62. So I'm going to turn this around, and I know that I'm moving this up a little bit here. Actually, moving it up a lot. And as I move it up like that, I'm going to now move it up like so, and turn it like that, and say thank you all very much. And again, tomorrow morning, again, I'm going to be on Nestor's show, and so I'm going to be on Nestor's show, and when the podcast is ready, I'll let you know. But please, again, I cannot implore you how important it is. I know I sound like Alex Jones, but we both are on YouTube, and we're both doing the same thing. It takes money to keep this going. Any level of investment, and it is an investment because you get shares back. This is no joke, okay? You get shares back. Any level of investment you can afford, please. Like I say, that is something. I know my face is close to the screen to emphasize that. I'll back up a little bit, but, hey, there it is. There's the link for you. You can click right on it and go. All right, folks. Again, I got to get ready for Nestor's show in the morning and a big, big Tuesday. Karen Christensen, thank you for your investment. Kook Snipe, thank you. Patrick M. Blackman, thank you for all your investments and help. Like I say, means a great deal to me. I'm going to continue to expand the base. Oh, by the way, did I tell you that Zenny 62 Media has grown 10% because of your involvement? That's right, the values went up 10%. So keep that in mind. I've got your base level values there, all right, which you've already put in, but they've actually went up 10% because of all this. Yeah, that's right. So, and that's, that's something else. So really, I'm got to find that secondary market to put this on. That's got to happen. God bless everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. See you guys. Thank you.